Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the 12th Hearthstone Decktacular. Last week, I tried to build my own mid-range paladin, and I will have you know that although it kind of it has been reforged into something much better over the last week. I'm feeling good, because not only was that one of my projects, the other one was this mage deck, based upon some of the other aggro mages that I've seen, and thusly this aggro mage will be the topic of today's show. Gonna show it, gonna talk a little bit about it, and explain some of the thoughts. I was excited I got the chance to play some this week, so that way I can actually have a reasonable statement of why I'm doing things as opposed to be trying to figure stuff out in the show. So here it is. Here's my Beatdown mage. I don't know if it's super Beatdowny, but I'm going to talk about some obvious basics. We have, you know, things like mana worms in there. We have some of the obviouses like, actually let me skip over the mana worm. We have some obviouses like a Frostbolt, Fireball. Generally, some polymorph is up for consideration. I'm running 2 in here. We'll go through some more in a little bit. Nat Peggle actually works pretty nicely in this deck. But basically, I was looking at a lot of the mage decks, and the way that they tended to work was a lot like all in on Mana Worm. Really. It was kind of like turn 1 Mana Worm, turn 2, what's her face? Sorcerer's Apprentice, this card that says your spells cost 1 less, and then they'd throw down a mirror image and throw down an arcane missiles, and I kind of started with that, and the problem I was encountering with it is that if you didn't draw the mana worm in some combination of things, it would just kind of like not work very well at all. So I wanted to back off on it a bit, and I've had some success just going for really straightforwardly high value cards. And that's how I started to try to approach this, was cards that were just good value for what they cost. Mana Worm, really good value anyways. It's a 1-3 for 1. I'm not going to think too much about the fact that it gains. I'm going to view that as an upside, not as its core benefit. Argent Squire, just very durable. You see me run a lot of Argent Squires in my decks in general. Amani Berserker, I was running like a 2-3 of some sort in many of my decks, like a Bloodsail Raider and a Paladin. Tried this out, it's been working really nicely. Sun Fury Protector, there's a lot of aggressive decks and whatnot. This Acolyte of Pain is a more recent one that I think I like a lot. I might cut one, but the idea is, again, the super aggro mages were having like 2 Arcane Intellects, this card that just says draw 2 cards. And I found that I have a lot of cards that are more expensive, so I don't really need that many cards to be able to play everything. And an Acolyte of Pain is like a dude. It's like a replacement for that. Harvest Golem, super durable. I think that this is going to be in many decks, no matter what. Put in a Water Elemental, because they're insanely good. So I'll show the rest of, let me do. So this is kind of where I was at, where I was like, nice, I kind of like how this looks. If you look at this curve, the 4 drops, the Fireball and the Polymorph, are not really that often cast on turn 4, but a lot of our 2 and 3 drops are just hurled out right away. So, or I shouldn't say drop, I think that's like an incorrectly used turn. So now I gotta figure out, do I want to do this more higher end or lower end? And what I opted to do was just to put in some cards that go well with aggression. An Azure Drake is a great card. It fits nicely in the 5 spot. A Defender of Argus. I'm running just one. Juste un. And then what I was experiencing is that this deck was like pretty consistently chipping away very nicely as the game went on. So I put in a Cairn, just another durable threat, like the highest end threat. And then the Black Knight to allow me to continue to be threatening. So we have a little bit more space. Ragnaros is the only legendary I'm running right now. I don't think I should run that much more. Occasionally versus other aggro decks, it's nice to have a single Flame Strike. This is actually great against mid-range decks, and I think that this deck I'm using is strongest against the mid-ranges. So what's the last one to do? I was seeing that this is more aggressive, so I put in Leroy. And Faceless Manipulator, Leroy Jenkins, is an insane combo. It is an insane combo. It's so good. It's just like another 1 turn, 12 damage out of nowhere. So, what I wind up using is the Frostbolt and the Fireball are much more often used just straight up for removal. Polymorph is often just straight up get rid of a taunter so we can keep dealing the damage. What I've found is that this struggles a lot versus warriors that can continue to armor up. It struggles a lot and it struggles a lot versus the super aggro beatdown warlock. So I'm just fishing for my lower drop cards. That's it. Or excuse me, Rag is my only high legendary. Like my really high super mega dude. I totally misspoke. Thank you, TG AIM. AKA the game. Totally misspoke. So there's really 2 kind of warriors that I've encountered. There is the, or 4 legendaries. Ragnaros is the only big legendary. There we go, there we go. Like, right after I put in Karen and Black Knight, I'm like, now let's consider the only legendary. Oh, man. Yeah, there's the more aggressive warriors, like the one that Reynad popularized. We also have the, I wish I could polymorph this guy. And there's also the super control mana. Or the super control kind of dude. So it's not clear what Matt Man is up to yet. Both of those decks will run a Fiery War Axe, so I'm not quite sure what I'm thinking right now. I think both decks will be running this. That's a pretty good card. I'm going to go ahead and just shoot Ping and keep poking away. A lot of the control decks, it seems, has left like... it's like they've left... I don't know what it is. Maybe... oh, that's a weird one. They've left like 3 or 4 slots open for a potential, what do I want to do here? They've left 3 or 4 spots open for things like a Harvest Golem or a Sen'jin Shieldmaster, so I'm not 100% convinced that my opponent was being aggro or being more control-y. This now actually I guess looks like a little bit mid-rangey. I can shoot it, hit, and ping. That would clear that. I can polymorph and ping. I kind of want to conserve my polymorphs a little bit. I'd like to be able to play my Azure Drake, but he'll just pop it right away. But I actually think that that's not that bad. I'm trying to, like, this is just going to get hit right away by his Fiery War Axe. I can polymorph and ping.
What to do?
I'm really lost here. I think I am just gonna polymorph and hit. That seems bad. That seems weak. This is gonna die straight up.
Time runs out on me.
I'm leaning towards the polymorph go. There's not a lot of great card draw. Yeah, I kind of do want to keep my dude alive. I mean, I could have Frost Fireball pinged it, but I like the fact that Frostbolt can freeze him, and I get a little bit of spell power boost, so I mean, I can next turn Amani Berserker, polymorph a huge threat again. Actually, that's an idea. Sylvacane noted that I could have polymorphed and then Fire Blasted next turn, as opposed to exposing this. I kind of want him to hit this. He probably won't.
My blade be thirsty.
Alright. This looks like it's going to be... Uh-oh. Okay. That's a very good polymorph target. Okay, great. I think it's going to be polymorph ping, then Azure Drake Frostbolt. I'm not super thrilled to have done that, but he looks to be semi-mid-rangey. Meh. I will say, I felt pretty lost after my draw had come out. At the start, what to be doing. It was really not the best draw to get both polymorphs and one, or Argent Squire. So that, I feel like, is the biggest factor making me feel uncomfortable here.
Like my invention.
I'm slightly lost as to what he's doing, but I think we're in pretty good shape. Azure Drake kill is going to be a nice opportunity next turn.
My shield for Argus.
So this is horrible. What to do? What to do? So I can Frostbolt and shoot it this turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a possibility. This is probably what I'm going to be doing.
It's time for a
And I'm not sure if there really were that many fantastic plays there.
Speak to me.
Armor made to fit.
This is kind of a funky deck. He seems to have like... Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh no. Oh my god. All the armor. Ah! He has like half the cards that are typically used for Jesus. Oh, we got a Flame Strike. I'm probably not going to run that this turn. I'm probably actually just going to draw right away. Great.
Let the pain speak to me.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, he has like half the cards that are generally used in the control-y decks and half the cards that are generally used in the aggro-y decks. So I'm not entirely sure what's up, but I just hope he plays something else that I can Flame Strike.
Back to work.
He's probably going to hit my Acolyte of Pain.
Let the pain speak to me.
So we're going to get a card out of it. It's pretty good. Great, we got a Faceless Manipulator here. Normally I like to be somewhat greedy here, but I think we have a very nice draw. Actually, this is an interesting position to be in. I can ping here. Actually, I think I am going to do this. Do I want to give him more armor? Do I want to give him a card? I think I'm just going to take this guy out. I think we have some potentially big plays en route with this. And I'm kind of banking on the fact that he's more middle of the roadish.
For Argus.
Okay, good. Okay, so is he gonna cleave me? Maybe? Maybe a cleave? Oh, I guess he just cleared the whole board? Okay, that's fine. He has a ridiculous amount of armor. So it looks like we know what we're gonna do here. Alright. It's not the worst position, but it's not a fantastic position either. I can Faceless Manipulator something juicy. God, he has so much armor.
I bring life.
Let's see. Is there any way to do this? I could shoot myself. I'm in a really awkward position. I'm almost certainly going to lose this. I think I do self-shoot here. I can Leroy, but I have to like Leroy and Fireball to be able to kill this off. Hey, what do you know? What do you know? Look at this. Alright, excellent. Humdy-dumdy hum.
I dream and the world trembles.
That's a good card to manipulate. I think it's pretty clear. Manipulator, kill. So we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to Manipulator. Hello, I'm Ysera. It's wonderful to see you. We're going to hit you. We're going to shoot you. And then I'm going to dream and the world trembles. I don't know. Maybe, oh, Emerald Drake. That's not a bad one. Alright, we're Ysera versus Ysera. Let's see which Ysera wins. Ragnaros? Oh. Well, that's difficult. Please. Alright, we're dead. We're in real bad shape here. He's returning into my hand? No. Alright. I don't see a lot of ways that we can win this, but here's one. If I play Rag, and then I pass, we can also... No. Guys, good luck to me. Good luck to me. Oh shit, that's the worst that could have happened. Okay. Alright. We're in horrible shape right now.
Well played.
And, alright, he's got a Gorehowl. Okay. So this is literally the deck that I've had the most trouble with. The second is the Warlock. Oh god, we're going down to 11. Like, far and away the most troubles I've had are against that one. It just has, like, a lot of really good answers to my stuff, like the Whirlwind, the Cleave, the Execute. Although I think that... The one thing that I have found is that the Polymorphs are really excellent mid and not very good late. Not very good later on. I mean, obviously they're going to help for one of those huge things, but often in other decks I've played...
Watch your back.
Oh, that's good.
You asked for it.
In other decks I've played, it's been nice to have a Polymorph for one, like, huge threat. But it's not as good in this deck, because I'm really just trying to kill in a middle-ish span of time. Like on turn 7, 8, or 9. So, the fact that I have, I'm up against a guy that has, like, an Armor Smith and Whirlwinded and all that stuff, so, you know. Like, this is not really the greatest draw. No big deal. So, this is actually one of these spots where I'm not... This is where my card gamer knowledge is just... Oh, that's a great pickup. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Where my card gamer knowledge struggles
pleasure
is
is
that
mine.
this deck has worked amazingly well.
The pleasure is mine.
Alright, he got squelched. It's worked amazingly well in all the other circumstances, so I don't know if I'm supposed to be, like, super... I don't know. I don't really know how I'm supposed to evaluate.
The light protects me.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say something like, man, this really struggles versus the aggro Warlock and this Controlly Warrior, which are really frequently played decks. Or whether I can just say, this is good, not against those. So there you go, I'm done. Backstab, great. One of the best things about... Oh my god, is he running? Oh, he better be running what I think he's running. He had better be running what I think he's running. Damn, I'm drawing good today. Okay, how do we want to do this?
I fight.
What if he's running? What if he's running the Panda Rouge, and he's letting me have Nat Pagel out because he's gonna just fucking hurl bananas at me? What if? What if? What if?
This guy's toast.
We still have no knowledge as to what's going on here. In theory, I want to hold on to this dude. Oh, that's the exact draw I want. Feeling good? Dude, if he's doing the Panda Rouge. Let's see here. I'm real curious what he's up to. Jesus, this has been the most efficient Nat Pagel I've ever had. I think I don't want to run this guy out quite right now. I think I'd rather just have more little dudes, because rogues tend to struggle with more little dudes and less against, like, a single big dude, where they can, like, eviscerate. They don't have, like, a lot of sweepers in there, so...
I got the best deals anywhere.
Miracle Panda Rouge? Alright, so he's concealed himself. Alright.
Who you want me to?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, I have 6, 10. So I can kill him next turn. Okay, we got sapped. Alright, he's drawing a lot of stuff. It's the Miracle Rogue. It's a Miracle Rogue with Murlocs in it. With the Cold Light Oracle. Blade Fury, that is okay. He's just trying to draw into whatever combo he's looking for. We kill him next turn. Because we're dealing 6 here and 3 here. So that's 9. Plus another 9 here. Okay, he's going to eviscerate. That's okay. He's pointing at something.
This guy's toast.
He's toasting me. Jesus! This has been the most amazing Nat Pagel of all time. So, how do we want to do this? We can run Ragnaros out there. We have a Defender of Argus as well. That helps a lot. I think I'm going to ping. So we're worried about his combo, but we're in good shape because we can Azure Drake and Defender of Argus to shut that down, and we still have some opportunities to potentially win. Jesus, Pagel is just the sickest Manatide Pagel, man.
Best deals anywhere.
Alright, he's digging really hard again. He's concealing, that's fine. He's gonna poke me, that is fine. I don't think I want a Flame Striker. Jesus, Pagel! Just relax! Alright, so that's 4 and 6, so I can just throw this guy down. Ooh, that's another good one.
My shield for Argus.
Alright, so he's very close to dead. We'd like to have him be dead. He's gonna poison himself in a deadly fashion. He's gonna prepare himself for something. You know, I've almost kept up with him in card draw because of the fact that, like, Nat Pagel's so insane. Well, just for the record, pretend that Nat Pagel didn't draw every single time. Pretend for a moment that that were be the case.
All upon us.
Pretend for me, please. The reason I say that is because imagine, like, these 3 cards not being here. You can see that I have a pretty good draw. That was a very elaborate turn to clear my board. You know, let's recap what happened. I described right at the start of part 1, you know, there's 2 decks I really struggle against. One is the Control Warrior, It's definitely the hardest. Murloc one kind of struggle with as well. So that's what I was kind of prepared for. We lost that in game 1. In game 2, I basically said, that's fine, and then I fireballed him twice. That's it. That was the structure of the game. Alright, he did that. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Alright, he's going to cast like 8 spells and draw his whole deck. It's fine. Already cleared everything. And fireball. Boom! Oh, feeling good. Oh, nice. Nice. I will note, once again, as we'll likely see in later segments, that with this deck I'm playing, it's kind of uncommon to use the fireball for burn. It's a potential upside, but a lot of the time it's used for clearing, and I like that a lot. So when we return, I'm going to keep battling with it. Nice. On a break.